right, call meeting to order, 5 p.m. We'll start with introductions. Select board.
Carrie Kummet, Select Board.
Dan Webster, Select Board.
Foreigner, town administrator, and we'll start here with Chris.
Chris Roy, report the other town residents.
Dave Barlow, town treasurer.
Daniel Ronda, resident.
Adrian Sandra, constable.
Matt Projeski, assessor.
All right, changes or additions to the agenda. I haven't seen Jeffrey yet, so you can table that and let him come in after, if that's okay with you guys.
Yep.
Okay. And the first thing that we have up, first, any public comment?
I have no comment.
Okay.
Can I come in here and take care of these lights this week? For you?
What you gonna do with them?
Stop that strobing. Hopefully, it's driving me crazy.
Is it just one or is it?
I think it's the dimmer, most likely. I'll just come take care of it for the town. If
Okay.
you guys don't-
Yeah, that'd be great. How about the ones that just freak out? You just have to replace them?
Some of these doing that?
No, I have some at home that do that.
Yeah, those are probably the driver on the light. Unless it's on a dimmer, then it might be the dimmer.
It's just one with all of them.
Yeah, it's probably that single light, but I'm pretty sure this one is the dimmer on the wall.
All right, yeah, thank you.
No problem.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not like a ghost or something. Paranormal. I can take care of that.
Anybody else? All right, first agenda item, we have Matt Krajewski, townwide reappraisal, whenever you're ready, Matt.
Yep, so I just wanted to follow up with you. I originally proposed a plan back on August 18th of 25 here this past summer to do a reappraisal in the community. My proposal was for a 2028 reappraisal, be a full reappraisal certainly. So I've appeared here tonight, whether or not you can take some action here tonight, if you have follow-up questions for me. The one thing that I can tell you is I can hold this spot only for so long. Ultimately, because there are other communities, other clients of ours that are going to want to, or I should say need to do reappraisal. So the slots can be kind of limited in terms of what I can offer. The longer that we go, the further out that we're going to have to push it. So if you're prepared tonight to take action, great. If you feel like you got to table it again, I may potentially have to give you a new proposal for something like a 29 or 30 reappraisal, but I'm certainly happy to answer any follow-up questions that you might have. I did speak with Scott briefly this evening anyways. I know he wasn't able to attend, but I had mentioned to him that I'd offer you the same opportunity to ask me some questions.
I think we should just do it, but going forward, I think we should try to plan a little better and.
Yeah, I can't believe it was in August. It's like flown by.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Definitely, Dog Man. And I know you had some things that you were working on and trying to digest and some of the, new one. And again, this is just ultimately, this is a proposal.
Mhm.
Still, if your decision tonight, let's say, is to take action and move forward with a proposal, I still need to produce a contract for you that you have to vet through at that point too. But your other option certainly was if you felt like you needed to put out a request for proposal to other companies like mine, certainly, then that was ultimately going to be an option for you.
That's what we should do. But in the future.
yeah, the next time. But yeah, you're familiar with the town and you're here and it needs to be done.
We did the 2021 reappraisal here. Certainly, we've been here since roughly 2020 or so. We've bypassed our ability to do a statistical reappraisal because it's within 5 years of your last full. But I felt like it was important that we do a full reappraisal here. We did a reappraisal in 21 that was during the pandemic. We weren't allowed to do interior inspections at that point, or at least make attempts to do them. So I think that this time around doing a 2028, we're going to be able to make multiple attempts to do interior inspections. As you can imagine, we're not going to get into 100% of homes. We need to at least make that attempt in order to do our best to create equitable answers. And equitable answers include, hey, what are the inner contents? What's the situation with the interiors of homes as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Yeah, I'm good with it. And we won't be doing anything. You're going to come up with a contract.
I'm going to come up with a contract. And the other part of this is These are typically covered under your reappraisal funds with the community, so you get a per parcel reimbursement annually. So in terms of where that fund is, and the other part of this certainly is if the decision is to move forward with a 2028 proposal, we wouldn't start billing on something like this until probably 2027. We started actually doing field data collection at that point. So you don't really have to worry about this from like a financial standpoint, if you will, even coming out of your reappraisal fund until 2027, I anticipate.
So we make a motion? Do we think? To accept,
You're,
well,
we don't even have a
Yeah,
contract.
I have a copy of it here. If you
Yeah,
want. You
let's-
want to reference the copy?
yep,
And then,
please.
and I'll just bring the contract to the, when
Mhm,
that has
yeah.
it, and you can motion that else.
But we won't have a. Or you motioning just to get a contract?
Maybe.
Do we need a motion that?
Accept the proposal.
I would-
Accept the proposal?
I would
Okay,
say
yeah,
you have
accept the
to move
proposal.
forward,
then.
accept the proposal, and then like I said, you should get a contract and be able to, we'll go through the inner workings of the contract, if there's any back and forth involved, you're gonna obviously have that opportunity.
Okay,
So is it $100 per parcel after the 600? Or it's an extra $100 per parcel?
Per parcel over that threshold, so
Yep.
right now, you're 411, and I don't have a copy of your 411 in front of you, you have X amount of parcels already in the community here. That just talks about like, if there are more parcels created.
Then
between now and
600.
then,
Yeah.
That's roughly, and your per parcel count, honestly, per that contract right now, your per parcel cost for this reappraisal is actually higher than $100 per parcel. So I don't anticipate a lot of parcel creation between now and then, certainly, but that's just the way, like, throwing out round numbers. If you
Yeah.
said you had 600 parcels or so here, if you were to come over that number, this is what it would be like above and beyond.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, perfect. Okay,
make a motion to accept the New England Municipal Consultants proposal for reappraisal at 70,
yep,
$71,900 for 600 parcels. And if it exceeds 600 parcels, it'll be $100 per parcel.
second,
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Yes, Chris?
Thank you. I would like a copy of, so I can have the exact wording that, Mr. Webster just read. And, yeah, and I would like a copy of the RFP. And what triggered this?
State of Vermont,
So it's
What
every
is it?
town.
yes. Every, how many years now?
So they want to get communities on a 6-year cycle. This has more to do with what's called your coefficient of dispersion is over the 20% threshold. So that acts as an automatic trigger versus the old triggers had more to do with CLAs. So CLAs that were below 85% or north of 120%. The new trigger for reappraisal mandated by the state is a coefficient of dispersion over 20%, which yours is currently.
Is there? There must be some place, I don't know what all that means, that is that basically something that can be quickly explained from layman's
The state says that every town has to have a reappraisal. We have to.
I think too, Chris, some of your questions, like explanations of things like coefficient of dispersion, and I can even email you a copy of it, but the equalization results that are annually submitted to communities, typically in December of any given year, talks about coefficient of dispersion, common level of appraisal, shows the actual town's statistics, and then kind of gives like a bit of a narrative anyways on the process. That may answer some of your questions if we forward it. And honestly, that information is available. A lot of times how I get that is I'll just go even into like a Google search engine. If you type in Vermont equalization study, you can go town by town through it. If you go to Coventry's, certainly I can get the specifics of Coventry there.
Okay. Yeah, if you could email that to me, please.
Sure.
so this did, this. Because we know that a lot of properties were selling for a lot more than they were valued at during COVID. Is that part of this or no?
A 2028 reappraisal is only gonna be a sales analysis going back 3 years of what our appraisal date is gonna be for that year is April 1st of 2028. So, this is just from what I've seen so far as an assessor, as an appraiser. I think ultimately you will be doing a reappraisal in 2028, when certainly we've seen the market settle to where it's going to settle outside of the COVID pandemic. If we were doing a reappraisal in 23 or 24, we'd be catching a lot of those kind of residual sales going back 3 years of a date like that. But I'm confident that certainly by a year like 2028, we're going to be well out of the pandemic. We're not necessarily going to have pandemic error-related sales that are going to be used in our analysis. So I think at that point, we're going to see some settling. How has the market settled post-COVID at that point?
Yep.
Okay. Could I have your, go ahead, could I just have your card?
Oh, sure, yeah.
I'm sorry.
No problem, Chris.
Great, thank you. I give you my email, can you just send me an email, can you send that to me tonight?
Sure, yes, I could do that.
I might be working on it overnight. So I'll email it to you.
Okay, are you gonna email me then tonight, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I'm gonna email you right now.
Okay, perfect. Yep, I can do that for you.
Are you guys good?
Yep, we're good.
Thank you, Matt.
Hey,
Thanks,
thank
Matt.
you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys, appreciate it.
Sure. All right, I already mentioned that Jeffrey Wilson wasn't here, so we'll give him a chance till the end. He was part of this, but he didn't need to be here. For this, number 6 is the local emergency management plan form.
He's here.
He needed, yeah, there's one list there that just shows some information, and that they needed an REMC representative. So Jeffrey thought Nathan would be good, so I checked with Nathan. We put Nathan on there, and I changed my name from Matt Maxwell, so that's all updated. You just need somebody to sign, whether you authorize me or one of you do, and it explains any information you need to on it.
Have you read this?
Kind of skimmed over it. But I did see the change.
Okay,
Do you think you should make a motion though, just to authorize it as the latest copy, or you think it just needs a signature?
No, we can motion it. Doesn't hurt. I make a motion to accept the updated local emergency management plan municipal adopted form. Adding Nathan as the REMC emergency services representative and adding Ed and taking Matt off as point of contact.
oh, Jeffrey, did you mention Jeffrey?
Oh, yeah, Jeffrey Wilson is the new emergency management.
Oh, yeah, because Phil
Yeah,
would have been.
Phil would have been on it, yep.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Perfect.
All right, thank you, guys.
Yep.
All right. Treasure report, David Barrow, next. I know that.
And do they have a copy in front of them?
Yeah, and I put it on the first page as a.
Okay, I apologize for getting that out a little late. And I'm still working on October. So I guess to lead off, we're, the town accountants, Melanie and I are still working out the procedures for how we do this monthly reconciliation and report and budget reporting. You've seen a little bit from her. We're still working through it. I anticipate, now that I'm not collecting taxes, that I can get a little more active on that this month. And we'll have something resolved by the end of the month, hopefully. So hopefully by the time we roll into December, your December meeting, I'll have a little bit more to show you.
I liked your percentage, we're this far through the fiscal year and this is how much money's been spent.
Yes. However, uh, she had a different style of report, so,
Mhm.
and it was, reporting kind of the same information, just
Yep.
different.
Yep.
So, what I have in front of you is the September report, and recognizing that is a little bit dated at this point. I'll just hit the super highlights on that. You'll notice in the Fidelity cash management line or the cash accounts, there was a transfer out of 500,000. It's kind of down just a little ways. That's me, moving the money that was voted in the special town meeting to go to the investment account.
Mhm.
So that went to from Fidelity cash management account to the Fidelity investment account. And that's pretty much the big news story in the September treasurer's report. Everything else is just normal stuff, normal spending. And I'll remind you, if you ever want to see all the details behind the spending that's going on, it's in this report. It's just the third page, starts with the third page. You can thumb through it. All the checks that go out, all the payroll checks, everything's there.
Mhm.
You can just look through it if you want to know where the details are. There was no change in any of the restricted fund balances in September. And not much happened in the investment portfolios either in September, except that we did separate out the cemetery fund investment came out of the town's investment brokerage account and into its own brokerage account. So that has happened. And going forward, it's now separate. So if you have no questions, I will turn it back to Ed.
I'm good.
Under the gains,
Mhm.
are those annual gains? That must be.
No, that's just
Or just the month.
between, starting on January 1st, 2025 until the end of September.
September, okay. So
And
yes,
it's called unrealized gain because nobody sold anything.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
it's just, if you sold it on the 30th of September, that would be the gain.
Mhm.
Just gives you I would guess, just maybe a feel for what's happened over this year.
Mhm.
There's a lot of different ways to show different things with that. I'm not married to this one, so if you have a different thought or want to see something different, you can certainly
Mhm.
address that too.
Perfect, thank you.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you. Dave?
All right, giving you some information on this, but next up is the high water mark sign, and there's 2 pages there talking about it. I was approached by Tessa Yiff from Vermont Department of Environmental Conservation. And also Sheila Warren from she's a coordinator for USACE. And they would like to get a sign here for like a high water mark for Coventry. So one person I talked to was Phil Marquette. He thought down here in Lady Bird Park would be good, where the curve of the river by the bridge, based on the 2023 flooding. And just a little bit of other information, they would supply the sign and everything, the town would just be responsible for putting it up.
Mhm.
And maintaining it. So there's some more information in there, but it's a program that.
So will ours have different years too, like this picture? Do you
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you can get creative with it. They said it's
Yeah.
kind of up to you what you want to put on there. I sent you an email. They're coming tomorrow to check it out, take
Yeah.
some photos and meet with me. So
Yep, nice.
also, actually, I talked to Scott Morley also, and he did want to mention when we discussed it that he thought that area was gonna get hit with ice and stuff, so he doesn't know if we did have a sign, if you'd have to have something around it. He said eventually he thought it would get hit with heavy chunks of stuff, so. I know that in that picture, that looks like almost like an 8x8 board or something, so I don't know, I guess that could be damaged, but still, I think if you had a solid enough sign,
Yeah,
Ice will take it out.
yeah.
Ice will take out the houses.
Mm,
Um, And I think, and the board, I think the solution might be in your next agenda item, 89 Main Street. Once that gets cleared out, the town can own it. And that's not really in the path of the ice there,
Okay.
so that might be a place for it.
In the has to stay green space anyway, right?
Yeah. How high did the water get there? I mean, is it gonna be at the bottom of the pole?
No,
I mean,
well, it flooded the first floor.
okay,
I only know it in terms of the property across the street, as to where it came up, and now they've renovated that, so now it's hard to tell.
mhm.
2, 3 feet probably at least.
So they'll
it
have,
would be on the pole if it was
That would
over
be my
there.
second question, was how do you figure out what those numbers, how do you figure out what that is?
Yeah,
We didn't
somebody,
formally document, but maybe the state has a way, because they've got a gauge in the
Mhm.
river.
Mhm.
Maybe they.
I would think somebody here would have a mark on something,
For sure they used to,
or just know.
for sure you'll find lots of that.
It was up here.
I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Actually, our former town administrator probably has a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
See, he sampled it.
Yeah.
So you would propose once the property's down 89 Main Street, because then you would avoid having to have reinforcements for the,
I just suggested it's a possibility.
okay,
I think that the ice on Lady Bird Park is a valid point.
okay.
That's
Well, I'm asking because they're coming tomorrow, so I can show them that property also, you know. It's gonna look different at the end of December, but
sure.
so the picture we have is, on a lake. I don't know if it's Champlain or where it is.
it's Maine, somewhere.
Oh, it's in Maine. Yeah,
I think it's right on the coast there.
yeah. Yeah, so if it's the ocean, that doesn't freeze.
That's why it says sea level.
Right.
Good, nice. You've been busy, busy, busy.
Yeah. I don't think you need any action right now, but I'll just
Yep.
continue to discuss and update everybody, maybe an update in the next meeting or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
It
they
sounds
have,
like Dave's got some knowledge on it too, so I can confer with him. Phil does also.
Mhm.
What is the purpose of the sign? Is it to be a permanent fixture? Is that to tell people's high water mark? What does the sign do?
Yeah, it's a permanent fixture. Oh, let me see in here somewhere.
It's basically like a
Yeah.
gauge for where the water is the highest in the floods. It's kind of a simple version of it.
So is that for the public or is that for the town?
I would say everyone, the residents, you know, the town officials.
Yeah, it says as a way to bring awareness and understanding to flooding in our communities, our team is partnering with the US Army Corps of Engineers and the Burlington National Weather Service to bring new high water mark signs to many of Vermont's flood impact towns.
Is that in the packet that you sent out?
I think it is, yeah, but I'll email it to you anyways, what she's reading.
You can have that
Oh,
one.
thank you. And I would like to have a copy of Matt's.
Yeah, we'll get you a copy of that one.
Did I please get, I might get up in the middle of the night to work on this.
Mhm, Yep,
Okay,
yep, before you leave,
okay, thanks.
you're welcome.
Any other thoughts or something you're interested in
I won't be able
Forward.
to, yeah.
the sign?
See what they say. I mean, they're, they're doing this all over, so like the ice and stuff, they'll have recommendations, maybe not, because if the ice is coming,
I think it'd be nice in Lady Bird Park.
I think
I don't
so
want it to
too.
break off.
Yeah. Be nice there. Put it on the back side of a tree,
Well, that's what I was thinking.
so then
somewhere by
the
the
ice
street.
comes around. There you go. Oh, yeah. I-beam, 10 feet in the ground and 10 feet above.
Okay, so I guess we're good
Yep.
then, maybe I'll just keep you
Yep.
guys updated.
Yeah.
See what the sign's made out of. I think they supply just the sign or the pole. I don't remember what I read.
I think that anything to do with the sign, we just need to install it. but
Yeah, yeah.
They
And
did
then,
mention you can get creative with the sign, so I'd imagine if you send back information to them, as long as you're not requesting 50 yards of concrete with the sign, I'm sure they're reasonable.
we should come up with something like farming equipment or something. Put that in the ground. Okay,
All right, number 9 is the 89 Main Street property. I think I discussed this a little bit with both of you, but just need to decide who's gonna sign and everything for and the closing date's gonna be December 4th in the town offices. That's the plan as of now.
Did they come up with a time?
They haven't given me a time yet. There's quite a few people involved, so I think they're still waiting for everyone to get back on the email chain there.
You did the last one, I'm fine doing it.
Yeah, if you want to.
Yep, I can do it.
Okay.
Is that
That
date work
works.
for you too, December 4th? And I'll get you the
It's a
times.
Thursday.
Sure, every day's the same for me.
Mhm.
If we could do it in the middle of the day, that
Okay.
would be best for me.
I think that is what you should motion, right? Because we're gonna. choose
Yeah,
something.
I make a motion for Dan to sign for the town or represent the town in the closing for 89 Main Street with the state of Vermont buyout.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Is that state of Vermont, is that,
Not FEMA, this one's the state of Vermont.
but it has to go, it has to be green, it can never be built there again, is that right?
Correct.
Is the town, is this costing the town anything?
This one, I think we pay up front and then the state reimburse, or no, we have to schedule everything, coordinate everything, where FEMA did everything.
Right.
I
yeah, we're
believe.
Coordinating.
And then I don't know if it's we pay and they reimburse, I don't recall. It's not gonna, in the long run, it's not gonna cost the town.
in the end,
In the end.
we don't pay.
You
Anything.
could, well, but you're gonna lose. This could be off the tax roll.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But we don't collect taxes on it.
Right, no, I know.
Yeah.
Then when you say they coordinate, the town has to coordinate the sale and all that.
they're doing all the sale, I think we've gotta coordinate the demolition and stuff, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so I've been working on the demolition.
When was the property sold at, how much?
Hmm,
When was the property sold?
well, the closing is December
Oh,
4th.
I'm sorry, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
How much?
I have no
I don't
idea.
have that in front of me, but I can get that for you.
If you would,
Yep.
that must be the place out here on the corner.
Taylor's.
It's not the apartment, it's the house behind.
Yeah,
Mrs. Taylor used to live, Mr. and Mrs. Taylor.
it's been vacant for a while, hasn't it? I know.
Turns out it floods.
They had plenty of floods, the Taylors. Okay.
All right, the next one, is the purchasing reimbursement policy. So I got 2 copies there for you. The, one on the website's a bit dated. So I was working
Oh,
on getting
gotcha.
a new copy, so I touched base with Matt Maxwell. The one I wrote current on it for you
Yep.
to look at it. But then I had sent a copy to Melanie, and then the second one I gave you, she made some changes and suggestions. So, I mean, you guys probably will want more time to look it over
Yep.
and let Scott look it over.
Yep,
But I don't know, as
compare 'em.
far as the reimbursement goes, she said that should be on our personnel policy. So I was thinking for the next meeting, you know, I would get you this and then get the personnel policy, maybe see if she thinks it's the best wording and have both for you to sign. If you want.
Okay, so update the personnel policy to have the
Yeah, that's what she should suggested.
have the spending limits in it.
Yeah,
Okay,
Okay,
so that's why you got 2 copies, but I'll let you take them and read it over and
okay, perfect.
see, because I guess there wasn't a ton in that about reimbursement, so. That's just one I found from 2025 with Matt, so.
Mhm. Yeah.
So that ended up just being a discussion,
Yep.
And then for other business, I guess you're both familiar a little bit with the, I can give you some background, but with the road signs. Talked a little, but, resident came in and talked to Deb, our town clerk, and, they were concerned about children on the Alderbrook Road walking at different times. It's about it being dangerous, and they were just interested in what the town could do and whether they could get some signs So I did get some information. There are already 2 signs there at each end of the road. Nathan, our road foreman, went up and checked. And then I just got prices for the sign. By the time you get everything you need to add in more signs, they're $210 each, so.
What are they suggesting for signs?
Just like I guess there's different ones you can get, but caution or pedestrians walking on the side of the road. And I know in a little bit of discussion, there was concern that if you start putting that up, you may end up then getting people with horses asking, you could open up
Yeah.
something where it's endless with the signs, so,
And there are already signs on either end.
yeah.
To me, it makes sense to have those signs closer to the farms. Cause I drove on it and I'm like, there's one coming from Newport, but not from Coventry. And it's just so close, you almost forget that you went by it.
It's almost difficult to see them when they're walking back and forth.
You
Mhm.
see the sign, you slow down, and then there's nothing.
Well, I mean, the kiddos, sometimes they even hide in the pucker brush. Hide in the grass or hay, whatever you wanna call it,
Yeah.
so. Whoever talked to you is absolutely right.
I've just slowed down completely on that road now.
Yeah, from the dip
Yeah,
to the rise over there by Hamlin's house, that's where most of the kids are.
Mhm.
That's where there's a lot of children that live.
Yeah, going back and
But
pre.
there is like the Amish buggies.
Well, we're talking about Alderbrook Road.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Definitely, sorry.
Yeah, but same thing. There's a lot of kids.
yes,
They're between the farms,
yep,
so maybe, like you said, if we move the Route 14 end sign closer
Yeah.
to the farm would be option.
I live up on the ridge above, and I hear the traffic speed there in the summertime.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they do fly.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't see them, but I hear them.
Mhm.
Must be, it was the families that are having trouble with it, or was it just,
No, other residents.
Yeah, other residents came in and they were just concerned about the children on the road.
Yes. I mean, nobody wants to see it, and,
Anybody get hurt?
yeah, exactly,
They do pull a wagon back and forth between the 2 farms, children do.
Yeah,
yes,
and they're little.
Yeah, like
I mean, like,
yeah,
they'd have like a horse?
no, they came pulling like a wagon,
Okay.
and they're like 8 years old walking down the side of the road.
So maybe if we move the signs closer to the farms, because they don't go, I don't know that they walk beyond the farms. That's usually, otherwise they're in their mode of transportation.
Yeah. I think if you had the signs closer, it'd make a big difference. Make a big difference with me.
Mhm.
You see the sign, you slow down, and then you go a mile and there's nothing, and then you,
Okay, I'm just gonna step on it now.
yeah.
But I agree with. Probably should, maybe say caution children and road pedestrians walking, whatever. Whatever the letter's gonna say. But, horse with a buggy is kinda it's easier to see than little kids dressed in the same color as the road. I mean, that's just my opinion as a resident of college.
Maybe we can get Nathan and the crew to move it before things freeze too much.
Okay.
For now, at least.
Yeah.
They have horse and buggy signs down there too, don't they?
Yeah, there are. So maybe if we move one of those closer,
Did the state put those up, or was that the town?
no, the town did. I'm pretty sure you bought them.
Well, that's a town road.
So I'll touch base with Nathan and maybe touch base with you again. I don't know if you have any specifics on where you want them or anybody wants to go up and
Yeah, I go that way to work, so I'll look in the morning.
give kind of an estimate.
Maybe talking to them too, just. Maybe they can put stickers on their buggies or wear a reflector. Do they know that we're concerned about them? And that's,
I don't know if anybody's talked to him.
I don't have that answer.
I'll stop in and talk to them.
All right. And then maybe you could look at the signs too, you're there and touch base, where
Yeah,
both you could, wherever you, so you think that's what you'd like to do, is get them closer.
Especially since we're heading for frozen ground.
Yeah.
At least get that done.
Okay,
We're
okay,
good.
all right, thank you. Then the last thing on other business is the solid waste implementation plan, public meeting, that'll be November 19th at 3 o'clock. They need Casella needs two public meetings, that'll consist of one, and then the second one will be here December 1st, and they'll have the plan for you. You can sign off on it if you're good, but I just want to make that announcement that that's for 3 o'clock on this Wednesday.
okay,
And where's that, that's gonna be here, or is that gonna be on Zoom?
It's gonna be on Zoom, it's that was in the package too, but I can email you this too with
Okay.
it, so you have it, so you're welcome to attend.
some more on other business, the Hancock Hill issue, talked to the lawyer,
Oh, good.
and he still hasn't done what he needs to do. He said he's working on it, busy.
Mhm.
I'll make sure that he knows we need it for the next meeting.
Mhm. Yeah, because they're usually more responsive.
Yeah, he's been
Busy.
at least responsive, but
Yep.
not hasn't done anything.
Mhm.
So I'll hound him more.
Mhm. Yep, good. So the December 1st meeting, is that a select board meeting that they're coming to? Or
Yeah,
that-
and they.
Or it's a special meeting
Kelly,
that they're,
in which she wants to present there, if it's okay with you guys, and that
Yep.
will
Yep.
fulfill the requirements for their two public meetings.
Yep.
But
perfect.
it'll still be your meeting also.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does the plan do?
What was it?
So what is it, is that the Northeast Kingdom? I know we're not part of the Kingdom management plan, so what is this gonna do?
I'm not sure, like all the details of it, I can get you a copy of the plan when she's done with it, and it'll explain all that.
How Coventry deals with solid waste.
Okay.
We're not in a district.
We're not in the Northeast Kingdom Waste Management
We're
District.
not, we're our own entity. So this is the required to have a plan. That's about.
Guess we're not gonna see Jeffrey.
I guess not, no. So you'll have the minutes there. The minutes for 11/3/2025.
They look
No
good.
issues with you?
Mm-mm.
Good. Motion to approve the minutes for the select board meeting for the town of Coventry, Monday, November 3rd, 2025 as written.
Second.
All in favor?
Oh,
Aye.
All right, and in the middle there, you have the warrants.
does the town have a secured wireless? That wireless that I have, that public guest one, I can never open anything.
Yeah, there's been some issues with it, but as far as I know, that's the one we have is the non-password one for people to use here.
There's something else. Oh, it's the second page, that's one. Oops, this one.
Nope.
It was flipped in with it.
So small, but so big.
I know, right?
I can accept the warrants as presented.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to adjourn.
Thank you.
second,
All in favor?
aye. That's the fastest meeting ever. What happens when you don't invite Scott?
I think,
Call you on that? I'll get you already on the air anyways.